everyone, so today I'm going to film a video about the stuff that's been going on in Charlottesville and then society and whatever in general. This actually happened a couple days ago and it's taken me a while to film this video because I've been really busy. I've been posting a lot about it on my Instagram and Snapchat, and a lot of people have been telling me like, oh my gosh, you're so brave and this and that for posting it, and I'm just like, thank you, but everybody should be like angry about this. And if you don't know what happened, you can use Google and just look it up, because it was a really big like KKK rally in University of Virginia. It's almost 2018 and there's still this kind of stuff going on, and I just don't understand it, because I'm like, another thing, they're rioting and they have like tiki torches and stuff, and there's no police around to arrest them then. But then if it's a non-violent Black Lives Matter march, people are getting arrested and like, oh, they were rioting and all this and that. And I'm just like, this guy ran the car through like a mass of people. He killed her instantly, and then 19 people got injured, and then I think 2 other people ended up dying. Her last Facebook message was like, if you aren't outraged, you're not paying attention. And that's how I feel, because I'm like, it shouldn't be like, oh my gosh, you're a superhero because you posted about it on social media. Everybody should be posting about it and actually doing something about it, because that's not something that should just be happening like, oh, every weekend, like there's another KKK rally, oh, there's another hate group doing this. Like, that's not how it should be. Everybody should be doing something about it, because that's not right and that shouldn't be happening, especially like hundreds of years later, like after slavery, and we still have police brutality against black people, majority black people, because people are like, well, other races get profiled by police and have police brutality. Okay, but who's the majority? Black people. And then another thing, they were like chanting White Lives Matter at the rally or whatever it was. They don't call them terrorists, they call them what, white nationalists or something. I'm like, no, if you run a car into a group of people and they're American citizens, that's terrorism, because you're trying to kill as many people as you can. The lady that died, rest in peace. I feel like the only reason anything may get done is because the lady that died was white. Maybe that's just me pulling the race card, but I feel like they're gonna be like, oh, he killed a white woman, not a black woman or whatever, so we need to put him in jail. I know I saw this on Instagram and people were like, oh, it's funny how all those terrorists and stuff that were out there with the tiki torches and the guy that killed all, like the lady in the crowd, they all arrested them and they're all alive, but all these other black people that they arrest, they somehow die in police custody. I'm like, Sandra Bland, for example, why would she just kill herself when she had so much going for her? But then all these people that are actually rioting and have tiki torches and are calling people N-words and saying they're gonna kill people and actually do kill people, they come into police custody and they're alive. So that's the thing, people, like black people especially, we talk about racism that's going on and then nobody wants to listen to us, and they're like, oh my gosh, slavery was over hundreds of years ago, shut up, there's no more racism and blah blah blah. But then when stuff like this happens, they're like, oh my gosh, I can't believe this happened. And I'm like, that's what we've been telling you this whole time. But now that it's like affecting you, it's like, oh, let's do something about this now. Like, no, you should have been doing something about this years ago, and now it's just getting progressively worse. With Donald Trump being in office, people feel like they can do anything and say anything. You all know I have tons of receipts about every single thing, but lately non-black people of color, some of them have just been getting on my nerves a little bit too much, because a lot of non-black people of color love saying the N-word. How are you gonna go around saying the N-word and saying mine, this and that, and calling your friends this and that, but then you never stand up for black people? I never see them at Black Lives Matter marches. I never see them posting about black people. I never see them actually going out and doing anything or standing up for racism when it happens, but yet they want to go around saying the N-word and stealing our culture and all that stuff. And that goes for racist white people too. They go around saying the N-word, stealing our culture, this and that, but then you never see them at Black Lives Matter marches. You never see them standing up for racism. You never see them posting about like anything. Especially this one girl that I saw last night. She said the N-word, and it was like, she was like, it was part of a song, why are y'all jumping on me? And I'm like, me personally, if I'm listening to a song, because like I put a lot of the songs I listen to on Snapchat, when I'm listening to a song, I usually record the part that doesn't say the N-word, and I'm black myself, so I'm like, if I don't even say the N-word, why are non-black people of color and white people saying the N-word more than me? Because I'm like, I have the right to say it. I was born with that right to say it, and even I don't say it that much. But then these people that know they're not supposed to say it are still saying it. It's almost 2018, so they know now at this point, don't say the N-word if you aren't black. And I even say, if you're a self-hating black person, I still don't want you saying the N-word. They're like, it's just a word and blah blah blah. And actually, like I said, I have the receipts, and I got a new phone. I got the red iPhone 7, so if you want to see what's on my iPhone, tell me in the comments below. But I saw a picture, and I reposted it because it said the N-word like with the A. This is the N-word with the A instead of the ER. And do you see that it still says that it is offensive? You know how people, they like preach about being like feminists and like, oh, equality and this and that, and then this is like minor stuff in your life you could do that, like the red iPhone, for example. This is not sponsored. It says that Apple will contribute a portion of your iPhone purchase to the Global Fund to support HIV and AIDS programs and help deliver an AIDS-free generation. So see, simple stuff like this, instead of, because most people like have iPhones anyway, like they talk about not supporting like companies that pay their people like 3 cents an hour and stuff, but then they have iPhones. So it's like, if you're gonna have an iPhone, at least buy like the red one or something. Even simple stuff like that, because if you can just give a little or something, that's better than nothing. So it's like, don't preach the stuff but then not do it. Especially YouTubers, they are so problematic because they're like, oh, I support this and that and this and that, but then they're also supporting people that are very scummy. We're all on social media, so even though people say, oh, it's just social media, it can influence people, because I know people on social media can influence me, like Tyler the Creator, Kali Uchis, all these people, Travis Scott, they influence me, and like everything, like their music and everything, they influence me. And speaking of, I'm wearing my Travis Scott Bird's Eye View Tour shirt right now. So it's like, you can say that like, oh, it's just social media, but honestly, you can learn a lot from social media. So why not inform people? Because that's what I started off my YouTube channel like beauty and blah blah blah, but then as I got older, I was like, I want to educate people and influence and inspire people to make a change, and I want to make a change myself. So why am I going to post pictures that are aesthetically pleasing if I could post pictures that are actually going to educate people and talk about the injustices going on and make a change? Even if it's like a small little change, a small change is better than no change, or even going backwards, which we seem to be doing in America, which is really annoying, and we need to be moving forward instead of moving backwards. This is kind of just a ramble video, but I just wanted to talk, and I haven't done a taco talk in a long time, so here it is. And another thing about social media, people talk about like, oh, if you block people, that's like you're being a coward, and like you can't block people in real life. And I'm like, okay, here's the thing. They made a block button for a reason. So I'm like, if you're up here calling me a nigger over and over and spamming me and all this stuff, why am I just gonna sit there and let you keep doing that when I could block and report you and get your account deleted? I've gotten like death threats, I've gotten all kinds of stuff. So I'm like, why wouldn't I just block and report when they made the buttons for a reason? Why would I just sit there and be like, oh, I'm just gonna let them sit there and call me whatever they want? Like, no, I'm just gonna block you and continue with my life. Like, honestly, all the people that I've blocked, I've had reasons for blocking them. So it's not like I just block people and I'm just like, oh, whatever. All the people that I've blocked on Instagram, Look at all those people. See? All the people I've blocked on Instagram, I have reasons. And then on Snapchat, I've blocked, I think, almost 200 people. So I'm like, I have reasons for blocking all these people. So it's not like I just block random people. I have a reason for every single person that I've blocked. I block people because I don't want them knowing about my life. Like, I have people blocked on YouTube. So it's like, yeah, they're watching my videos, but I can't see their ignorant comments. I tell people all the time, I'm like, if you're not active, you're gonna get blocked. Because I say that all the time. I'm like, why follow me or subscribe or add me on Snapchat? Why would you do that if you're not even gonna answer any questions or anything? Because I ask questions on my Snapchat all the time, and I think the most responses I get are like 5. So I'm like, if you're not gonna be active but you want to know what's going on in my life, I'm gonna block you because I don't like nosy people. Like, I'm nosy sometimes, but I'm not invested in people's lives. If I'm following you, I'm gonna be an active follower, and I'm gonna answer your questions, I'm gonna comment, I'm gonna like your pictures and stuff, because that's what you're supposed to do. Like, social media was made to interact with different people. It's just ridiculous. Like, it's almost 2018. Why is this stuff still going on? It's not 1918 anymore. It's almost 2018. Somebody told me about like how Native American women are being like raped by American citizens on the reservations, and they can't do anything because it's not technically in America or something. Why? I don't know why that's happening and why we aren't hearing about it more, because that's disgusting. Like, rapists are the scum of the scum. Like, they're below scum. I hate rapists so much, so I'm just like, I don't know why that's going on, why nobody's talking about it, why nothing's being done to stop it. And people that are like, oh, well, I don't want to say anything because like blah 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 or nah, nah, nah. I'm like, I would rather just say something and know that I said it and know that I stood up for people that can't defend themselves, instead of just sitting there and not doing anything. These kids like threw a plank of wood with like a nail in it at this kid. They threw it at him and it hit him in the back of the head, and I was like, that makes me so mad when people like take advantage of people that can't defend themselves, like especially people with disabilities and stuff. Because I know a lot of people, like at my old school, there were a few people that had like disabilities and stuff, and they would always pick on them, and they're like, oh, well, do this, it'll be funny, or blah blah blah. And it just makes me so mad how people take advantage of people, or they're like, well, do this, it'll make you cool, or do this, we'll be your friend. And I'm like, I hate peer pressure, I hate bullies, I hate people that take advantage of people. I hate rapists, like so low about themselves that they have to make other people like feel bad to make themselves feel better. Like, okay, somebody's different than you. That makes you mad. Like, it really makes you mad that somebody has a darker skin tone than you, or has like a disability, or is taller or shorter or skinnier or bigger than you. Like, you're really gonna go and try and kill people because somebody's different than you. That makes absolutely no sense to me. Again, almost 2018 and abortions are still a big topic. I'm like, nobody is going out and just getting abortions as birth control. Abortions typically happen after someone has been raped. They didn't make that decision like, hey, I want a kid. They were forced into parenthood, and like, they don't want the child. Like, I don't know anybody that just goes out and like gets abortions like every weekend, like, oh, I'm just gonna go get an abortion. Like, I don't think anybody does that. I think they would rather take like Plan B or like IUDs, condoms. There's lots of other things they can use. Nobody has the money to just go and get an abortion. And actually, since we have receipts, let's see, I'm gonna look up how much an abortion costs. Okay, it can range anywhere from $0 to $950. I think like if your insurance covers it or something, but like a lot of insurance don't even cover it. So I'm pretty sure condoms are way less expensive than abortion. Okay, so this one says $500 to $2,000. I don't think anybody has $500 to $2,000 laying around. People are like, oh my gosh, pro-life, blah blah blah. But then when that child grows up to be like a black man, Hispanic man, they live off the government, they're rapists, blah blah blah. But I'm like, but 30 years ago, you wanted the kid to be born. You didn't want it to be aborted. But now you're like, oh, now they're just living off the government, stealing our jobs. That's why we have so many children in foster homes and for adoption now, because the world is overpopulated. We have too many people. All I'm saying is, if the mom doesn't want the kid, they don't want the kid. So don't try to force somebody to have a child. My camera is now dying and I'm running out of space, so that's basically all I had to say today. It was more just like rambling and stuff. So I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Have a great day or night, and I'll talk to you later. Bye!